What's going on, YouTube? Coming at you Monday afternoon, late morning. I just got back in from the store. Excuse me, I'm a little sweaty. Had to do a couple of things, man. Got the day off, a little running around. But I definitely wanted to get up and get back into it. God's just changing me so much, man. And I just thank him for everything, man. And there's a lot of encouraging words out there. I really don't get a lot of backlash, so everything's good on that front. I wanted to just get right back on and do another video because this one's going to be a testimony actually about just lust, man. You could lust for a lot of things. You could lust for, women, money, food, anything. Water, you could. There's too much of anything. You could drink too much water and die. So excuse me, I'm sweaty. Just got back in, but anyway. So I wanted to do a testimony about lust. Now, what I do want to start off the video by saying is that, it's funny when you start the new walk with God, and you just let out all of your demonic influences and possessions. That the devil, he's missing me, man. I gotta say, the devil is really missing me. He tried to take a peek into me yesterday. He tried to come back and get me yesterday night. Almost like a sleep paralysis, but not, because like I said, I'm cured of that. I know what to do with that, and he don't want to come back for that. But so I'm gonna just start out by saying, with love, you love somebody. So this is my phrase that pays, y'all. Like, I feel like love gives, right? When you love people, you give. When you lust after people, you want to take away. So, baby, if you got a man who's lusting after you, he ain't giving you nothing. He's just lusting, taking. That's lusting after you. Maybe he ain't for you. Fellas, you got a woman who's only lusting after you, ain't giving you no love. 9 times out of 10, it's not the one for you. I just want to say that. So love gives, when you love somebody, you give, lust takes away. So I'm loving on everybody, and I want to give all my wisdom. I'm 38 years old, but I'm packed full. God has stuffed me with all type of wisdoms. And man, what I've been through, a lot of times I was wondering, like, Lord, why me? Like, why do I got to go through this? But he gave me a heart. He gave me a big, beautiful heart. Like, I love soul. I love Black people, white people, Indonesian people, like everybody of God. Like, I really understand that. You know what I'm saying? We are one body in him. So I'm going to start this testimony off. I'm going to start it out by saying that not too long ago, I knew I was going back to work, so I got my hair done and everything. And I went to the salon. I always go to salons. I don't like anybody in my hair, so I go to salons. And I was at the salon. I didn't go for her for a long time. She did me one other time. I liked it, so I went back. But she was actually pretty attractive. She's a little younger than me. But she's a lesbian, and I respect that. She talks about her girlfriend, and she owns her own business. It's nice salon downtown Pittsburgh in one of the beautiful buildings. Like, she's in there. So I was proud of her. We're talking this, that, and the third. Now, it's funny that last time I went in there, I was of the world. I was selling. I was, thinking I'm cute and all this other stuff. Really wasn't paying me no mind. I noticed this time when I went in there, first of all, it was her and like 2 other really pretty girls that were in there. One of them worked with her. The other, I think 2 of them worked with her, and another pretty girl came in who got her hair done. So at first, I'm just talking to this female. She's doing my hair, and I'm talking to her. But now I'm on a whole new level. Like, I'm talking about God and everything, and I could kind of hear like the girls snickering in the back. Like, I'm bringing up God. I'm saved now, and I'm telling them some of my testimony, telling her some of my testimony. I can hear them like snickering in the back. But I'm not paying that no mind, because I know that was a lie. But now, so me and the person who was doing my hair, she actually started talking about like her. Well, we went into Black Lives Matter, and I was telling her, like, I'm not really all for Black Lives Matter, because it's like, first of all, Black Lives Matter turned into gay rights and all this other stuff. It really wasn't even Black Lives Matter, right? And she's like big on Black Lives Matter, and she's gay, and she was with me, like, yeah, she just wanted it to be Black Lives Matter, because she's mixed. She's like black and white. Pretty little girl. But anyway, So we're talking to something. Then out of the sudden, like all of a sudden, like I could feel lust coming through me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like before I went in there and talking about love, just loving on people and God, and I'm a changed man. And then before I know it, I'm flirting with the chocolate. I'm calling her chocolate, sweet cheeks. Before I know it, I'm calling her sweet cheeks. One of her coworkers. She had a nice body. She kept walking in front of me. And that's what it happened. Like she kept walking in front of me, like basically showing off her body. Of course, she was wearing the tights. She had a nice body. And she kept like bending over in front of me, you know what I'm saying, going out of her way. And I could see like the hairdresser kind of like position me away from her because it's like, you know how women, they compete. Man, it was like I started flirting with them. Then I could see my hairdresser in the back. She's like mad that, you know how women get, like she's mad that I'm even showing her attention, like even though she's gay. You know what I mean? Before I knew it, I'm flirting with all the girls in there. They're loving on me, like, you know, I'm because I got a personality. I'm kind of infectious. But I'm real lustful. Before I know it, I'm all up in the world. You know what I'm saying? To the point, I almost got the one girl's number. She had a boyfriend. She was cool with. She's like, yeah, well, you know, just call me on Facebook, this, that, and the third. And they were laughing. They're like, you got a boyfriend? I'm like, we didn't care. It turned from me all in the Lord, and I'm still brand new, to like lustful, like, you know what I'm saying? And then like they're showing me mad love, mad attention where normally they wouldn't. It's that they see the God in me, and that's what they want. So I wanted to start it off with that. I ended up not getting no numbers and all that. So that was just one little tad bit. A lot of men or women, I just wanted to bring that up because that's not really part of my testimony, but I wanted to bring that up because like when you live for God and you change and people start seeing a change in you, like, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be drawn to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's going to be nothing more than the devil trying to like get you. Because for me, like lust was a big thing for me, but I gave everything up. Like a week ago, y'all, seriously, I gave everything up. Selling drugs, talking to a woman, thinking lustfully. I don't even want to look at a woman's butt no more. One thing I do want to say to the fellas, it's hard not to learn. God told me, like, Lamar, just because you look at her butt don't mean you're looking at her in a sexual way. So a lot of men, don't drive yourself crazy if you're trying to live right for God and then you find yourself staring at, you know what I'm saying, booties and boobs and stuff. It's like God told me, like, I mean, if you look at somebody's shoulder, I mean, are you trying to have sex with their shoulder? It's all in your head, you know? So don't drive yourself crazy just because you're looking at girls' butts, stuff like that. But, so, okay, I'm going to get into the testimony, though. This one's going to be called Rainman. He's actually a demonic spirit. Before I get into Rainman, I do want to say, last night, like I said, with the sleep paralysis, like, so I was having this lustful dream. Y'all, that I was like, and I'm not, like I said, normally I don't want to get too graphic, but I mean, if I didn't have sex I was a sex addict. So if I didn't have sex every day, if I didn't have company with a female over here, then not to get too graphic, but I was definitely taking care of myself on the rag, right? It would be mad and smoke weed. If I lose a mad, no, let me relieve myself, you know, and this could go on 6 times a day, y'all. It's ridiculous. Another thing I do want to say about watching porn, I have something on porn I want to add to this testimony. Just that I've done a lot of research since then, and guys, like, and women, you know, when you masturbate, I just want to let people know, when you masturbate and you're actually having sex with a demonic spirit. Like my mom always told me that, you know, like, you know, there's demons and there's demons that surround pornos and everything, because she knew I was watching pornos. She knew I struggled with it. So she would always tell me that. But no, like I definitely looked in and definitely did some testimonies and through some soul searching that, because even with me, when I would beat off sometimes, excuse my language, but that's just what it is. Something would get in my head like, yeah, I bet you I could, like, you know what I mean, conjure up, like, you know, demons to have sex with. You know what I mean? I was so lost at that point where, yeah, that's right. I mean, even though I love God and everything, it was still like I thought of, man. So, yeah, when you guys, like, if you having problem, telling you, when you're being, and then this is how sick the devil is. So it's like this spirit that you're having sex with, because anytime you perform an act like masturbation is not cool, y'all. People say, oh, it's just me, but the thing is, because you're giving into the spirit, sex is for the release of us. Any release sexually is for marriage. If you're not in marriage, it's against the law. There's laws to the spiritual world that are more real than on this earth. So if you're having masturbating with yourself, then that's against the laws of God. So therefore, reason why is because he knows what will happen. So that you'll be having sex with demonic spirits and you don't even know it. And then this is the creepiest part about it is they're males. Like if you're a male, you're having sex with male spirits. You know what I'm saying? If, you know what I'm saying, you're a female, you're having sex with a female spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's real sick. So I just wanted to add that part in there. Now back to my testimony though. Like I said, this one's called Rainman. He's actually a real entity. You gotta watch out. This is a spirit for women. Actually, it's it's kind of a crazy story. So like I said, I've been into like YouTube, man. I mean, since like the early 2000s, man. I would be all into it, and then anything I would find, I was always that one I would like gather my family around, because I was always able to. I always had, no kids. I could spend my money the way I want to. I always had the latest, greatest TVs. I'm big in sports, so I always had the greatest TVs. And before everybody was putting, their computer onto the TV, I was, early 2000s, and with all the smart TVs when they finally kicked in, and was watching. You could watching YouTube on my TV. There's people still don't know how to do that, but anyway. So I would, put it on my TV, big screen, and then gather the family around. I'd have about 6, 7 family members or friends of family gather around and watch these testimonies that I might watch, or just something sick that I might have watched, conspiracy theories and whatnot. This one night, my sister, now like I told y'all, I had let my sister have my apartment at one point. I was living with my mom. I was doing my sister a favor. She did me a favor. My first testimony, I actually got robbed at gunpoint in my sister's house. So we always did each other's family favors. We're a close-knit family. But anyway, so back to Rainman. So I seen this one testimony. It's actually on YouTube. I think it might still be on YouTube. It's like it has to do with the umbrella video. With whatever that chick's name is. She's a gorgeous chick. I forget her name right now. It don't even matter. But y'all know what I'm talking about. She's singing Umbrella, Rihanna. So this dude was doing a video on her, a series on her, how basically in that song, she's basically like worshiping the devil. If you look at the video, there's like 6 demons in there, and then there's sperm. You see that gray stuff flying. She's avoiding it. She's actually getting raped. Like, it's this whole deep, super deep thing. And this is when I was like into like how the devil's in music. Like years ago, everybody know about it now. If you don't, check it out. But yeah, like, and so it was this documentary just on how like, you think she's saying one thing, but her and Jay-Z, they're talking about something totally different, right? And they're speaking into your unconscious, right? It was just crazy. So I just wanted my sister to watch it. My sister was there. Her husband was me, my cousin Amanda. I think that might have been it. That was like a smaller group. Sometimes I had more people than that, but I think that was it. Anyway, I'm watching it, and there's one part in there where Rainman shows itself, like, because they'll do stuff to y'all, like, subliminally, and it's real fast. They'll blink it in front of your eye, and you can't even see it, right? But he freezes it right where she's, like, in the triangle. In this video, you can look. In this video, she's in the triangle, and when she got her head down and she's looking up, basically, it's like they pose, and then they even doctored it up because her neck was way too long, far down. They doctored it up so she looked like the bull's head, like the horns, the face, they had the mouth, all of that, right? Boom, flash, right? But once you flash, when they flashed it, my sister and my cousin, because this Rainman's a spirit for women. It's a lust spirit for women. There's lust spirits for men too, but Rainman's a lust spirit for women. So when they flashed in front of them and they finally seen subliminally what they were showing and they froze it, my sister and my cousin Amanda, that was just like, Jesus, that's what we know. They just screamed Jesus because they felt that spirit permeate in their spirit. Like me and Reggie, my sister's husband, we didn't get no effect. First time I watched it, I didn't get that effect. Second time I watched it with him, I didn't get that effect. But they did, right? So we watched it, whatever. It was real interesting. Everything was cool. Okay, it's time for everybody to go to bed. They go up, they go to sleep. Now remember, I'm downstairs, my sister and them go upstairs to my old apartment. Well, it was still my apartment, but they go up there because they live there now. And my cousin Amanda was upstairs with my sister. So I'm a nighter. I'm always up all night. And so like around, I was still up watching stuff because I'll get up. So they left about like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was still up watching stuff to 9, 10 in the morning. Sometimes I'll stay up all day. Literally, y'all, I'm hyperactive and I get going. I can stay up all day. So I was still watching all type of testimonies and stuff. And then my cousin Amanda came downstairs to my mom's because she wanted to make some coffee. So she's downstairs and she told me, she said, Lamar, you'll never imagine what happened. I said, what? She said, Rainman came and visited me. I said, what are you talking about? She said, Lamar, all I know is I was asleep in my living room. It was only a one-bedroom apartment. So my sister was in the bedroom. And Mandy and my niece was in the living room, sleep. And in the apartment, there's two ceiling fans. So there's one in the living room and there's one in my bedroom. Now, Mandy said that she's seen this spirit. Now, Mandy has always been sensitive to spirit. She was always, when she was young, she could see demons and stuff. Most kids could, but Mandy, like, got older and still could see it. Anyway, so she said she's seen this spirit go, and it was like it was fluttering around, and it was messing around with my niece, she said, for a little bit, and then he just like went up into the ceiling fan. It was like circling in the ceiling fan. The creepy part about a ceiling fan is at certain times at night with the shadows, because of the way it is, you can get that out of a ceiling fan, especially with the lights. And it just, you'd have to watch the video to know what I'm talking about. I'm not really doing it no justice, but basically she's seen the spirit. Lie to you not. She said she's seen the spirit, and it came in the living room, and then it fluttered around, messed with my niece, and she said it just went away. It was creepy, right? She's like, oh my God, Lamar, I was so scared I couldn't even move, this, that, and the third, right? Now, this was, again, she had to go to work, so this was like around 9 or 10 in the morning. I still was up after that. 2 hours later, my sister come down. She wants some coffee. Now, Mandy and Lauren didn't talk. Lauren was still asleep in the back room, my bedroom. Mandy was in the living room. She didn't wake Lauren up. She had to go to work. You know what I'm saying? It's early. So she didn't tell Lauren nothing. Lauren comes down, my sister, she comes down and tells me the same thing, like Lamar. But she's seen it from the back. She's seen, like Mandy's seen the after effect when he was coming out into the living room. Lauren seen it where he originated from. Lauren said all of a sudden she seen her and her husband was sleeping in the bed. And she couldn't sleep because, you know, she was still affected. Reggie went back to sleep. Like I said, it didn't affect me and her husband. So she was kind of up, and she said she just seen like this thing he came from the ceiling fan on down and was hovering around and messing with her a little bit. And then she said she seen him go out and leave. So, and man, that was the gist of it, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that, you know what I'm saying, after they had seen that, you know, or after that, sometimes you got to be careful what you watching and pray that, because that stuff can release on you. But I just wanted to, that was a testimony again to a lot of females. This is for the females out there, to let them know that Rainman is just a spirit of lust. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to be my beginning of lust testimonies. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start going into that because I'm still dealing with it. Like I said last night, you know, and so the end of that testimony, it's really not even mine because I didn't see it. I'm gonna have to have my sister explain it to y'all, but that's what she explained to me, and I thought that was super weird that, you know what I'm saying, that happened like that. But I just want to touch one more thing. Like I said last night when I was asleep, the day I had a dream. I started talking about this dream. I had a dream that I was like, I don't know, this girl, some girl I was kissing, and I had this thing where I like to play with her. I do a certain thing. I was playing with her privates and stuff, and she liked it. And then all I know is I asked her, I said something filthy to her in her ear, and she said, yeah. And then we start kissing, and I'm like, you want to do this in front of them? Because there was other people around. This is a dream now. It wasn't no vision or nothing. It was straight up just a dream. And there was people around us in this dream. And I'm like, you want to do this in front of them? She's like, yeah. And we start kissing and stuff. And then as we start kissing, in my spirit, I could feel like when, you know how you get sleep paralysis. Anybody who has sleep paralysis, like you're asleep and then all of a sudden you just can't move. But before you can't move, you could kind of feel the spirits jumping on you real quick, right? So sorry, I might have scared y'all. But anyway, it was like as I kissed her, I could feel like, I could definitely feel like as if I was starting to get sleep paralysis, y'all. But again, I told you I already defeated that battle. So it was like, it didn't jump on me. But it was like now I'm to the point where now, because I have rebuked all demons out of me. I'm not smoking. I'm not drinking. I'm not thinking about sex. I've called people up that I might have had grudges with, y'all. Like, so the devil is, that's why I say he's missed me, because he missed me. I was doing his work, y'all. And it's like he's trying to find a way back in, but there's no holes. But I still have a lustful. That's what I still battle with. Like, there's still women running around here. I'm single, divorced, you know what I'm saying, trying to get married again. So it's like, I'm definitely looking for a companion. And that's like his only little avenue. Like, when I get married, he ain't really gonna have nothing. So it's like, but anyway, like I said, but in this dream though, now I'm to the point spiritually where it's like, it was my decision. If I would have kept going on, like with the dream, then I could feel that he would have took over me. But the fact that it's my choice and I chose not to think that no more, I didn't even have to say Jesus or nothing. That feeling just went away. It's just like, it has no power in me now because it's my decision. It's not in me, in my body no more. Where if it's in you, you have no choice but to deal with it till they're done messing with you. Or you rebuke them. But anyway, like I said, everybody's dealing with sleep paralysis. I definitely have 2 videos on it. I have the cure for it. I have the victory over it. I'm not going to get into it now. Go back to my video. Subscribe to me or whatever. Like me, whatever. Watch the videos. I got over 20 of them. They're all real legit, and they're for peace and encouraging words. But anyway, like I said, y'all, I thought that was just so crazy. So at the end of the dream, I woke up, right? Woke up like, wow. That's kind of nuts because usually I'm used to like having to pray stuff off of me. And I told y'all in the last sleep paralysis one, the last time I had experience with one, I straight overpowered it. Like it was weak. And I told her it was weak. And I told her to get out of here. Like they're scared of me now because I know what it is. They're not scared. They're scared of me because they see God. They know I know how to possess what gets them out of there. They know that I'll send them to the abyss. You can send a demonic spirit to the abyss and you tell them, I rebuke you in Jesus' name. I send you to the abyss and never to return. And he's stuck. He's locked in the abyss. That's one demon. That's one demon off the streets, y'all. We got to start rebuking them to the abyss in Jesus' name and for them to never return. That's one less demon we got to worry about, right? So I just wanted to give that encouraging word to people. But, oh, yeah, one last thing. So when I get up today, I had like this porno app, y'all. I had this porno site. Like I said, I was a sex addict. So I had this one site. I'm not going to name the site, but I was a member to the site. I actually put my own videos, my sex videos up online for everybody to see. I'm having sex with different women and it was crazy. All type of little acts that I'm doing. And you know what I'm saying? That's another thing that I want to get into. I'm going to have it because I actually was worshiping the devil, y'all, and I didn't even know it. And the powers that he was giving me, I'm going to get into in another video. But yeah, man, so I had got up and God got put in my head because I was wondering why when I got saved, why the lust is so strong. Everything else, the cigarettes don't bother me now. I'm done with them. Drinking was never an issue. Smoking weed wasn't an issue. I didn't want to do it. That's what was holding me back. I definitely wasn't doing none of that. That's no problem. Well, I ain't gonna say no problem, but it wasn't. But the lust was all in my head. I wonder why am I just so lustful? You know what I'm saying? Everything else is gone. So God showed me after that dream, I woke up and he reminded me like, Lamar, you got that porno site. So I had to go to this porno site, y'all. And normally when I'm playing Madden or something and I accidentally go to this site and I don't want to beat up or I don't, like even if I just see an image, yo, it's like I would have to do it because if I don't do it, then it's just going to keep being in my head heavy until I just do it, until I do it. And then it's not there no more. You know what I'm saying? Or just the thought of it. But this time, yo, this time I know I'm so strong. I went to the site, y'all. I was looking at all these images that I shouldn't have been looking at. But I went there to take down this site. I had to take down it. I told me, Lamar, you got to get rid of this site. I had to get rid of all those pornographic videos that I made trying to be a professional porno star. You know what I'm saying? Expose